How do you kneel in front of 2 bags of cement and a bucket of paint and you call it respect?
Probably, maybe you're respecting those who put that there.
I'm saying, but are you okay in your head? To kneel in front of an idol and call that religion? With all due respect to Catholicism and the Jesuit movement and everything that it represents. But is this African spirituality? Is this what we are? Is this what we fought for? To be kneeling in front of idols? I would like to have a conversation with my honorable vice president and really look him in the eye and ask him who he is and what he believes. And if this thing of religion has become a political rigma or it is the authenticity of African spirituality. We don't need to be taken back to that kind of slavery. We want liberation.
As I speak now, Mr. Chiwenga is facing the same problem. He no longer knows what to do with the monster himself. As I speak to you now, Mr. Chiwenga is now an unwanted element in Mnangagwa's government.
Ora. Ndabuda mdeni, ndaloka madozi, ndapita machira. Ndapeza kuyabota. Nawo zangu zinotanga ndiri pambeda. Tose kumanda toita meta. Ora. Ndakatanga maya kandirumira nemhiripiri.
Yo. It's Pagoke TV, right? That's your new favorite channel, guys. A lot of people have been wondering, why is it VP Chiwenga, Mona 2017, is the one who did put things in order? So why is it these days ahango nyarara when things are not in order Zimbabwe? So people are just wondering, why is it this guy asked to action like he took previously? So here I came with a compiled video of Apostle Chiwenga and Bishop Maponga vachi explainer nawo yachiona kuti chii chiri kumbonyasoitika kuti VP varambe vakanyarara. To those who don't know me, my name is God K. I'm an analyst. I analyze videos through the internet. Then I bring them to you in form of compilations. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. My videos angu, guys, mapisa rema, anopisa chirema, mabviravira. Anobvira akavira. So without wasting much time, guys.
Kurombewa kwepfungwa kuri pamusoro kokurombewa nokubigwa. Munhu akakubira mari uri nani? Pano munhu nokubira pfungwa dzako. Unosara wangova
chideme.
Outside you look black, but inside you are white.
Yeah.
Coconut, which is brown on the outside, like Africans.
White inside.
Our style of perception and thought and processing, our religion and spirituality, our education and our fashion sense of medicine, it's all been whitewashed.
Yeah.
So we remain with the look of being black, but with a function that is fully white. We've become ghosts in our own bodies. So ndo zita rakapuwana na sekuru.
Yeah.
Vapa vakauya kuno havana kunzi varungu, havana kumborunga. Nokuti chirungu chine chirungurira.
Right.
Vakanzi varombi. Ndobe vasoti varumbi. Chinoti vama kuti varungu. Zita ravo rechinyakare rainzi varombi.
Okay.
They are sorcerers. They are thieves of minds and consciences of the African people.
Okay.
And there's nothing good that can come out of a sorcerer. Their religion has become sorcery to us. The whole nation. I'm even embarrassed to talk about my own vice president who can be kneeling in front of 2 bags of cement and a bucket of paint. Mother Mary, hail what. They call it Catholicism.
And all I'm saying today is Mr. Chiwenga must know that he's going to go down in the history lane, in the annals of history, as a man who brought up a monster to terrorize the people. But when he did so, he promised that he has brought a second republic. Remember, the operation that executed the coup was called Restore Legacy. The legacy we are seeing now has never been seen before. It's not Operation Restore Legacy. It's Operation Introduce Legacy. It's a legacy of corruption of astronomical levels, state brutality at astronomical levels. As I speak now, Mr. Chiwenga is facing the same problem. He no longer knows what to do with the monster himself. As I speak to you now, Mr. Chiwenga is now an unwanted element in Mnangagwa's government. It's a matter of days or weeks or months. They will spit him out. They will spit him up like a spent chewing gum, come up with all sorts of allegations of crimes that he committed when he was vice president and replace him with a karanga.
How can you bewitch people to an extent that they end up worshipping white idols in the name of religion? That is sorcery now on steroids.
Isn't that respect? How then do you distinguish respect and worshipping?
How do you kneel in front of 2 bags of cement and a bucket of paint and you call it respect?
Probably maybe you're respecting those who put that there.
I'm saying, but are you okay in your head? Are you okay in your head? To kneel in front of an idol and call that religion? With all due respect to Catholicism and the Jesuit movement and everything that it represents. But is this African spirituality? Is this what we are? Is this what we fought for? To be kneeling in front of idols? I would like to have a conversation with my honorable vice president and really look him in the eye and ask him who he is and what he believes. And if this thing of religion has become a political rigma or it is the authenticity of African spirituality. We don't need to be taken back to that kind of slavery. We want liberation from politics, liberation from religion, liberation from economics. We cannot be talking about economic emancipation and yet we are promoting spiritual oppression on the other end. How do you think you're going to liberate yourself? Muchirufugamira zidori as we are liberating us as a nation.
Because Mnangagwa is a Karanga commitment. He says mazezuru akadyawo nguva yawo yanguva yemakaranga. Mnangagwa's ideology is tribalistic. He wants to take over and replace all the Zezurus with the Karangas in his government. And this is not a theory. Go and write the names of people who were in Mugabe's government. Place them on the Zimbabwean map and go now and look at the people in Mnangagwa's government. Place them on the Zimbabwean map. You can see what I'm talking about. It's very easy. Does he have the strength to do anything? I don't think so. It will be a miracle and it will be God's grace because they've clipped his wings since 2017. Some of the people that were his comrades, they've crossed the floor. They are no longer his comrades. They no longer take his cause. They are now pushing the 2030 agenda. They were disappointed in him because when he got the vice presidency, he forgot what they promised the people in that grand TV speech. They were targeting criminals. Now the government is full of criminals. Which criminals were you targeting now? When your own boss is criminal number 1, how can you target criminals and invite a criminal to be the head of state?
The same Jesuits who orchestrated for our oppression, can they orchestrate for our liberation?
So are you saying Catholics, they do worship Zidori?
I'm not asking you.
No, I'm asking.
Walk into any of their churches. What do you find there? Do you find Jesus? As for the time being, I know it's a collection of idols.
There.
It's a collection of idols. And they're given names, St. Peter's and Mary's and Augustine's and what. And people must go there and kiss rings and kneel in front of things and what, and count Hail Mary rosaries, fumigating themselves. Is this what Africa is all about?
So in other words, you're saying
I want to throw this, and I want to throw this with knowing very well that Zimbabwe has a strong Catholic background.
Exactly.
We need even to liberate ourselves now in a free Zimbabwe. That some of these religions that came with our colonization cannot constantly be receiving first-class treatment in the name that there's father so and so. And but did you know that the headquarters of Jesuits in Africa is Shawasha? Right here.
In
the
Harare.
Headquarters of the Vatican in the south. It's Shawasha here.
Everyone who is tired and frustrated with Mnangagwa's policies must know that he was invited by someone who could have made a decision, and we couldn't have had Mnangagwa even as acting president in 2017. I want to repeat the few words I said before. I said that we have missed Mnangagwa as a president running in the second term today. Mr. Chiwenga must take a fair share of responsibility over that. He could have made a different decision. The problem we have now is bigger than the problem we had in 2017. In 2017, Mr. Chiwenga was an army general. He was the commander of the defense forces. He had military strength. Now he doesn't. Those who are hoping that he's going to do something, you must be hoping that he does something he has never done before for that to happen. We knew that they were going to treat him like this. That's why I spoke the way I did.
So with all due respect to the respect and the amount of contribution that Catholicism has done. But Catholicism, being wicked as it is, it actually produced the leaders who will be sympathetic towards itself so that they can protect the same colonial system. So they produced for us the leaders that we have. Mugabe, the product of Catholicism. Kutama Mission, all these institutions, the form of education was not for the liberation of the African, but creating Democrats who would sympathize with the colonizers to protect the estates that had been stolen by the same system. So they produced the leaders for us.
But the current president is not a Catholic.
I am not discussing that. I'm giving you the background of the strategy of Catholicism in terms of the colonial agenda. They came in firstly as explorers, like I was in London. Then they followed in the background as missionaries to baptize us. The third group were mercenaries. And then the last group were investors. That was the strategy.
I didn't start speaking about Mr. Chiwenga on the public. He knows this. I reached out to him. I had his number. We talked. I continued to say, I want to see you. I have a prophecy that I want to give to you. And his wife, I spoke to her as well. Yes, I spoke to her. And they ignored me. I wanted to say to him, don't join this government. It's a mistake. Sometimes I speak to you like this so that you manage your hopes. They no longer want him now in the presidency. It's just a matter of time. Unless he does something that he has never done before. Yes, they don't want him anymore. My worries are on the people who listened to him when all these things were being discussed. They had hopes that they are doing this, the coup which they did in 2017. They hoped that it's there to change things for the better. There are people who joined him with an honest heart. But of course, there were ulterior motives inside the hearts of others. Those people are being victimized. As we speak now, there are members of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces who ran out of Zimbabwe fearing for their lives. Some are in Zambia. I speak both as a man of God and as an informed man also. How many were forced to retire because they were deemed to be too close to him? How many were posted to embassies? How many were killed? The question I have to Mr. Chiwenga is, why are children dying while you are watching? Is it not the job of a father to protect children from enemies, foreign or domestic? People who believed in you are now victimized and you are doing nothing about it. Is that what a leader does?
So the Catholic Church and the Christian community in total cannot claim innocence over the blood of the Africans, because their agenda of coming to Africa was not to baptize us, but was to soothe our consciences and give access to the colonial program to run on. Because where was the church during colonialism? Where was the church during the war? Were they not the very same people who were involved in oppressing us and telling us to look forward to heaven? Are they not telling us right now not to take back the land because we're going to go to heaven? But why must we have heaven when we have earth? If God wanted us in heaven, why are we here? So the whole concept of religion must not come in as a pacifier of African anger towards its own rights. If Jesus cannot address my issues of land, then he's not relevant to me. Because what I want now is means of production. I don't want to be sold some palace in the sky where we're going to be walking on streets of gold. I don't want streets of gold. I want clean water now.
Not in heaven.
I want water. I want health now. So don't market this whole conceptualizing of postponing African liberation into the sweet by and by. And for me, religion plays into that spot where it says, please leave things as they are. Jesus will make it right when he comes back. Now, when he comes back, what will he find? I want my relevance to religion must be found in addressing social issues in the present.
Okay, guys, there you have it. It's Bagoke TV, right? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Mumbo ndodzo mafungire yenyu pama videos and bye.